Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic on the Warrior. Robert Rambles here, and thanks so much for joining me today. The Warrior is not dead. He's alive and well. Obviously I've been focusing on the mage, taking a little break, seeing something new, but I am getting back into things today on the Warrior a little bit. And we're going to start with a quest we've had for quite some time. Magical Analysis, which we got from a goblin in Stranglethorn. From what I've heard, the mages of Dalaran are busy with the reconstruction of their destroyed city. I'm sure you can find one of them who will spare some time to look at the bracers. If there's anything I know about mages, they can't resist a magical puzzle. Take the bag of water elemental bracers and see if they can shed any light on the stone's curse. Look for the Archmage, Ansirems Runeweaver in particular. I've dealt with him before, and his knowledge is vast. Okay, so I've figured out where Dalaran is hiding. We are here in the Alterac Mountains. Barely in the Alterac Mountains. Almost still in Hillsbrad. But here it is within this magical barrier that we are simply going to approach. No problem. Okay, I was going to say there's an herb here somewhere. It's been a while since I've herbed on the Warrior, but our mage also has herbing. Giant spider, stay away. And we'll see if this guy wants us to do anything for him. Or if it's just going to be, hey, now go all the way back to Stranglethorn.
Well met.
The Stone of the Tides? Most interesting. It might surprise you to know that I wrote a tome several years ago pertaining to the legends of the Gurabashi Empire. I do know quite a bit about the stone. At least one of these bracers appears to have some magical residue I can analyze. Let's see what I can see. It's really cool to hear about the Stone of the Tides, and either artifacts and or lore that are still irrelevant very recently in the storytelling in Warcraft.
Go with honor, friend.
Well, he had a follow-up, but now he's doing something. How interesting. The stone possesses great magical potential, but in a purely raw form.
What can I do for you?
Ansirems Key. The mage that is in possession of the stone is amplifying its power through some focal point, an altar of some sort. You should be able to disrupt it by overpowering it. As it happens, I know just the thing, an ancient dagger, another troll relic. There's just one little problem. You see, I found the dagger while researching in Stranglethorn, but I gave it to my willful daughter, Katelyn, who ran off to Booty Bay to become a pirate. Talk to Katelyn in Booty Bay. That's cool. It sucks that we have to go right back, but it seems like an interesting story, so let's go see Katelyn. Obviously, we're going to use some editing magic here, so enjoy that. And after a long flight through the sunset from South Shore, we've arrived back in Booty Bay. We have a quest turn-in right below us, so I'm thinking maybe that's Katelyn, guy's daughter, or maybe it's a goblin. We're gonna find out. It's way below us. Like, down here. Except that now we're tightrope walking. Okay, well, we could have just went down the stairs. Apparently. Aha!
Hello.
Katelyn the Blade. My dagger? What are you, some sort of comedian? What? Do you just want me to repeat the story of how I've gone from the best knife fighter in Booty Bay to the laughingstock of piratedom? I lost a knife fight to one of the Bloodsail buccaneers. Bunch of ripe bastards they are, and he took my blade as spoils. It's not as though I can get by as a knife fighter with insults and a sharp tongue alone. Alright, so now someone else has the dagger. My father sent you? I'd have thought that old codger would have given up on me by now. It wasn't really his fault I ran off. He just shouldn't have expected I'd be willing to live a boring life, reading over musty books and associating with gray-haired, stiff-backed, stuffy mages. My mage feels offended. If you need my dagger, you'll have to get it back from Pretty Boy, Duncan, one of the Bloodsail buccaneers. Put something between his shoulders, and I'm sure he'll give it up. Alright, we have to hunt down Pretty Boy Duncan, one of the Bloodsail Buccaneers.
Safe travels.
And where might he be? Well, maybe along a beach or coast. Okay, more quests.
Talk to me.
Train wreck. Train wreck? Tron wreck? My cousin Tron wreck is in a tight spot. He promised me a load of scarab shells weeks ago and he hasn't delivered. He's my cousin, so I'd hate to have to send someone to Kazakhstan to break something on him. Can you speak to Tran Wreck for me? Let him know he needs to get that delivery together before I do something rash. Kazakhstan is in northern Tannerus. Okay, so this is a breadcrumb to Tannerus. We're gonna take that, actually. Probably, yeah, we're taking that.
Time is money, friend.
Skull Splitter Tusks. It's expensive and hard to kill enough tigers to support the export of tiger fangs to the islands in the South Seas. Luckily, we've developed a technique that allows us to take mundane horn-like objects and turn them into undetectable forgeries. The closest match we've found, amazingly, are the tusks of the Skull Splitter trolls. Hey, before you say anything, what the buyer doesn't know doesn't hurt them, am I right? Bring me a large number of them so we can get to work on the monthly shipments. And so here's the part where, for some reason, we're just gonna go murder trolls so that this goblin can sell them. One of those kind of like immersion breaking moments where we're along for the ride, guys. We're doing it. We're doing it. We don't have a lot of choice. Something I'd like to see implemented like in Shadowlands and future expansions is more actual player choice and player agency as far as how you can complete quests. So maybe for that quest we could have chosen to take like the longer path with the shittier drop rate and hunted tigers, or we could have chose like the immoral path and just murdered a bunch of trolls for no good reason, just to take their tusks. You know, especially in Shadowlands, in a world where there's a less division between the factions, it doesn't really make sense that we would just go kill some random trolls just because we're alliance and that's just what we get down on. Even if they're just like a random band of blood trolls or whatever, I don't know. They're still living, thinking things. We shouldn't kill them for their tusk. Anyway, rant over. More player agency. Bloodsail Buccaneers. See, this is good. I was hoping we would get something else with the Bloodsail Buccaneers for when we go get the dagger. You sure seem eager to work, matey. Not sure why some land-loving night elf warrior is offering help to Blackwater raiders, but I'm not going to turn you away. Our ship just docked here in Booty Bay, and word has it that our rivals, those damn dirty Bloodsail Buccaneers, have been spotted all over southern Stranglethorn. All the boys are too busy hitting the grog and looking for ladies. What I need is a scout. Check the cove just north of Booty Bay along the Savage Coast and see what you can find. First Mate Kraz wants you to check the cove north of Booty Bay. So this is telling us basically where these Bloodsail Buccaneers are at. The cove north of Booty Bay. So that's good. We needed that. We needed to know where they're at so we can hunt down this dagger. Let's zoom our map back out. If I can get going in the right direction, that'd be a great start. But it's okay, we haven't been in Stranglethorn for a long time. How's our inventory looking? Not awful, actually. How's our gold's looking? Awful, but our inventory's looking pretty good. I wonder if we could literally just swim along the coast. Instead of having to go through the tunnel and around, maybe we can just swim over to this beach that I see on the minimap. It's possible. I don't know if they're going to be like right here or if we're going to have to go further. I don't see anybody. Oh. Wait. Oh, look at that. Well, there's that guy, but somebody's already tagged him. However, the person who's tagged him is running away. This guy is resetting. Let's kind of get out of the way here and see what happens. Because I'd hate to pull a bunch of them. Especially because we are pretty damn out of practice on the warrior. I feel like the sound... Alright. Didn't hear an effect go off when we did that. Let's, how do you think we can get just one of these guys? Are they gonna, well... I think we can I think we can get one if we kite them. But if we don't get in there quick... He's gonna wreck us. I think blowing that potion is a good move right now, especially like we don't really know what we're doing. We'll get back into the swing of things pretty quickly. Got a little help there from a gnome rogue. Thank you, Sblaze. Sblaze. Bloodsail correspondence. On top of the barrel you discover a map with some hastily written text on it along with some coins. The map shows Booty Bay with a red X drawn precisely on the spot at which you are standing. The scribbled text reads, "You men are to secure a camp at this location and keep quiet. Wait for the signal from the southern command post before attacking. If anyone approaches you, kill them. You report your findings to First Mate Kraz." Okay. We will do that, however, we want that dagger. And that guy was like right here, so I'm assuming he's gonna respawn at some point. So let's track that. That's just a turn in. Okay. Track that one too. So I don't see his body. Okay, so he's not up right here. Maybe he's about to respawn. I don't think he's going to be back this way at all. If he's anywhere else besides spawning right here, maybe across this bridge. But we did see him in combat right here, but the person looked like they were running away. Well, we should have known that finding him right away would have been too easy. There is the strong chance that he'll respawn back where we saw him, so we'll just kind of run back and check it out. Alright, now all the corpses have disappeared. We'll use this guy to kind of get back into the swing of combat. Whoops. Yeah, we're doing great so far. Doing great. We need to save up the 30 rage for Bloodthirst. He's probably gonna run, so we'll hamstring. Not awful, not great. Not great, but not awful. We didn't die. Still don't see anybody respawning at the camp behind us. Well, let's pull another one. I remember it being important to, you know, do Bloodthirst first if we can. Because then we're regenerating health after that with every successful hit. Alright, where is this fella? A mage and a raider. Maybe we could pull the raider. Good, we got him by himself, it looks like. Make sure we hamstring early. We definitely don't want him to run this close to camp. There he goes. Mage, mage, mage. So they're all respawning, but I don't see Pretty Boy. We're going to shoot and then run quite a ways here. Hopefully out of fireball range. We're going to get hit by at least one fireball. At least I thought we would. Maybe we're just gonna get really lucky. I'd rather not pull that other one. We are very close to him. Like, unsettlingly close. Really need to get a hamstring off. Whew, okay. Got kinda lucky there. I don't really want to rely on getting lucky. Let's eat some food. Oh, there he is. This is the moment when I wish there was like at least one other player around, because this is not going to be easy for us to take on our own. Maybe we can find some help. It's doubtful, but it's possible. It's not elite, it's just a tough pull. Like, if we grab this guy, we're probably gonna pull him too. We could then just try to focus him down and loot before we die, or just focus him down and run back and loot. You know, we have a couple options. But we're gonna have to make some decisions, because otherwise someone else is gonna come through here and grab him, you know? Let's maybe we could try to pull this mage and run back here and see what happens. If we can break line of sight, you know? Oh shit, well, I mean that's not counting as line of sight, and we pulled Pretty Boy. So that's not gonna work. Not at all. I was kind of hoping we could get him. Obviously that, you know, failed miserably. We'll see what happens when we come back. Well, we're back. I don't know if Duncan is dead somewhere. We're not in combat, obviously. Let's check the corpses. I don't see his corpse. That's a little weird. I don't get it. If someone else killed him, wouldn't his corpse be nearby? Well, that's a little bit annoying. Just kind of hoping we'd come back and maybe he would have reset, or at least like someone else could have got him. it looks like nobody got him. And he's not alive. So, you know, it's classic. Maybe he bugged out. Very confusing. Very, very confusing. Oh no, look! What the hell? Okay. So we had him tagged. We must have respawned before he died up here. That's a priest. Maybe he had a dot on him? Well, shit, guys. That, after seeming terrible and unlucky, actually worked out. Let's just fight our way through to the tunnel here. Oh, well, okay, we don't even have to do that, I guess. That was very weird, but it worked out for us. All I can think is that we must have respawned while he was still alive, so we still had him tagged, and then he must have died from a dot or something the priest did. The priest being the only other player in the area. It must have really have sucked to be the priest, you know, because he had to finish those guys off. And then he still couldn't loot the guy. Maybe he didn't even know where his body was.
What's up?
Shiver me timbers. So the Bloodsail Buccaneers are planning some sort of attack on Booty Bay? Why, the nerve of those scoundrels. Booty Bay will always be run by the Blackwater Raiders. This is bigger than I thought. Report what you have learned to the Fleetmaster Seahorn at once. The old Sea Dog is around town somewhere. Report the planned Bloodsail attack to Fleet Marshal Seahorn.
Hurry back!
Everybody's hanging out at the tavern at the inn, obviously. I did see the quest there. Where the hell is this guy? Outside up there on the deck, maybe? Let's turn this into her first. The dagger.
Well met.
I'd never been beat before, you know. Sure, I'd been cut. Can't get in a knife fight without that. But he just smacked me on the side of the head. Blacked me out. When I came to, my blade was gone. As much as my nickname might indicate, I still need a knife to fight, and for me, it has to be that one. You beat Duncan? I guess you aren't as wet behind the ears as you looked at first. I suppose that also means I shouldn't challenge you to a fight anytime soon. No, please don't. So you're looking for an altar of some sort? Well, I'm no expert on troll ruins like my father, but I have heard about a sunken troll city near that island you're looking for. Maybe you should try there. You got my knife back for me, so I guess you can borrow it, but I want it back when you're done. Destroy the altar of the tides with Katelyn's blade. Kill Gasman, and bring the stone of the tides and Katelyn's blade back to Baron Revelgas. Okay. Cool robes, too bad we're not on the mage.
Farewell.
Alright, that's cool, we can do that, but let's go ahead and turn this last one in, which I'm thinking is outside. Oh wow, it's a Tauren.
Hail.
Wasn't expecting that. Bloodsail Buccaneers attacking Booty Bay. They might as well throw themselves off the overlooked cliffs. Nonetheless, by bringing me this information, you have done my fleet of swashbucklers a great service. The Blackwater Raiders thank you. Kraz speaks highly of your dedication to the Blackwater Raiders. I am going to trust you with a mission of extreme importance to the fleet. Infiltrate the so-called Southern Command Post the Bloodsail Buccaneers have established on the Wild Shore. Raid the encampment. Bring me their charts along with their written orders. We shall see exactly what those scum are up to. Fleetmaster Seahorn and Booty Bay want you to kill 10 Bloodsail swashbucklers and bring back the Bloodsail charts and the Bloodsail orders.
Be careful.
Very cool. Things in Stranglethorn are finally picking up. But can we do any of these now? Bloodsail Buccaneers is orange. We can get tusks. We can finish up Venture Company Mining. Oh, Curse of the Tides is an elite quest, so we'll find a group for that because I do want to do that quest. But we have a couple of things we can do solo that we'll take a look at next time. this is a good place to call it a break, get some rested experience here in the inn. And yeah, it's good to be back on the warrior. I'm going to try to be keeping up with the warrior, the mage, and some other stuff. So yeah, definitely some outward. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. Take care, and until next time, wish me luck.